You don't attract what you want, you attract who you are. Welcome everyone, my name is Bree. I am the founder of the Rewrite Method because when you rewrite your beliefs, you are rewriting your life. Today we're gonna talk about my personal story. I've talked to you guys about this a couple times, but the more the better. So we're gonna talk about how you don't attract what you want, you attract who you are. So if you are wanting to attract a romantic relationship, this is gonna be the perfect video for you. I'm gonna talk to you guys about how I personally used the Rewrite Method in my personal life. And as always, if you guys want coaching, go to the link in my bio, or you can purchase my self-confidence outline, which talks about all these steps and brings you through it step by step in order to attract a relationship like I did. Let's get right into it. So what is the Rewrite Method? Rewrite, rewire, receive. Rewrite who you are. Rewrite who you are as if you were already that woman that had the relationship that she wants. I wrote my list in 2022, and it's really cool for me to actually pull it back out and read it again. I wrote that my nails were always painted or there was nothing on them. I wrote that I was wifey material. I wrote that I would be really good to my boyfriend. So write down that version of you that you would already be if you were in a relationship. Write your name at the top in 2.0. Rewire. You need to learn to rewire your mind to be the woman that's already in a relationship. I used to feel like I was not chosen because every time I would date a man or date a boy, he would always end up choosing the girl after me. And it made me feel like I just wasn't chosen and I wasn't worthy. And it always would happen to me. It was like I would be in a relationship with him, then we would end and he would start dating someone else and actually dating and be in a relationship. And so it always made me feel as though I wasn't good enough because the woman after me was always chosen. And when that happens over and over and over, you start to question yourself. You're like, am I worthy of being in a relationship? Which of course you are. Of course you are. But you have to start to rewire your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is running 90% of your thoughts on automation during the day. So when you start to actually rewire your mind and listen to tapes at night that say, I'm chosen, I'm worthy, I'm loved, you're gonna actually start to feel that. And then you're gonna notice that when you're going throughout your day, you're attracting, maybe exes come back as a test. Maybe you attract better men that you're noticing, oh, they're opening my door. Oh, they're buying me flowers. Oh, they're doing all these little things that you all of a sudden started reprogramming your subconscious mind to believe. I personally used Dylan James sleep tapes. I don't have any sleep tapes on my page currently, but I am gonna start to make some so that you guys have them. But again, when you purchase the self-confidence outline with the link in my bio, I have all the steps in there, and the tape that I used was the Dylan James one. So that's the link that's in there. Anyways, rewire. So rewrite, we went over that. Rewire your subconscious mind to begin to believe that you're that woman that's always chosen. And the last one is receive. So now you have to work on receiving that kind of man. And I'm not gonna lie, it's a little uncomfortable. You would think that it's easy to receive love, but when you've never actually experienced love, it feels hard to accept it because you're not used to it. And I know that this seems a little off, but when I actually started attracting better men and my boyfriend now, when we first went on our first date, it was a little uncomfortable for me because he opened my car door, he opened the door to the restaurant, he paid for everything, he treated me like a queen, which was exactly what I wanted, but because I wasn't used to it, it was a little uncomfortable, and it took me about a month to get used to it. So when you go from dating all these men, I call them boys, that are not good, and then you start to actually attract a love that you really desire, it can be a little uncomfortable for a hot second. So you almost have to ask yourself, wait, this is what I've wanted. It's making me uncomfortable because I'm not used to it, and settle down into that. So rewrite your 2.0, rewire your subconscious mind, and receive. And remember, when you're receiving, it can be a little bit uncomfortable if you're not used to it. Hope that answered all of your questions. This is how I personally changed my whole identity to attract my boyfriend now. You guys can go to my videos, my shorts, and see him. He's so freaking cute. But if you have any questions, always feel free to comment below. Feel free to email me. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.